Caution: the following video may contain offensive content. Viewer discretion is advised, especially among children, family members, and future employers. Enjoy.
Well, hello there. It's the holiday season yet again, and nothing gets me in the Christmas spirit more than playing a good video game. This time of year I like to curl up with some eggnog and play a game that's best suited for the holiday season. But according to this, it's almost Christmas. If I'm going to do a video game review, it's gotta be quick, so let's not waste any time.
The game I chose to review is Daze Before Christmas for the Super Nintendo. To be honest, I chose this one solely on the title. Why is Daze spelled like that? For some reason, I half expected it to be about weed. The beginning of the game has a storybook text screen explaining that these naughty f***s have created a plan to ruin Christmas by stealing all of Santa's shit. So in order to save Christmas, Santa has to collect the stolen gifts and find the missing elves and a few of his reindeer. There are a variety of gifts throughout the stages, and each of them holds something different. Most of them open to reveal one of your elves. Or a rat. Shit, I don't know. Others contain items that help Mr. Kringle on his Christmas quest. The Santa hats are health. When you get hit, you lose a hat. And when all your hats are gone, you die. You get 3 lives, but once you're out, you have unlimited continues and you start on the stage you left off. It's pretty forgiving. Some boxes contain bells which work as checkpoints in the level. Other boxes have power-ups like extra lives, but some have bombs that blow up. Apparently that snowman, rat, and walking clock are all members of Al-Qaeda.
Terrorists win.
After a while, you instinctively back up after opening all the presents because you're expecting another bomb. So what kind of enemies would be in a Christmas Super Nintendo game? Well, we have penguins, rats, snowmen that throw their own heads, rogue toys, worms, tanks, rocks with faces, and whatever you call these cheese puff f***s. As far as difficulty is concerned, its demographic was undoubtedly younger children, so it's a pretty easy game. As you progress through the levels, it gets slightly tougher as it should, but most of the time my death was because I made a dumb mistake. Speaking of levels, all the maps are locations that you would expect in a Christmas game. You got various snow levels, a snow cave, Santa's house, the workshop, and a flooded basement.
Oh boy!
If an old mildewy basement doesn't get you in the mood for the holidays, I don't know what will. This is probably the most annoying level because you have to make extremely precise jumps on small ledges and outrun the water that's filling the room. You might want to get that checked out, Santa. Water damage is a hell of a thing to fix, and most homeowners' insurance doesn't cover it. And if they do, most of the time you have to make sure that your deductible is met. It's just a mess, Santa. Better nip it in the bud while you can, pal. Later in the game, they reuse the basement level. This time it's just called Creepy Basement. Well, I'm glad to see that Santa got his busted pipe fixed. You never know when... What the f***? It's still leaking, Saint Nick! You better call a plumber! Okay, other than the f***ing basement, the maps are colorful, festive, and have a nostalgic storybook appearance. In my opinion, they make the perfect backdrop for a Christmas game. One of the highlights of Daze Before Christmas is that you can play as the Anti-Claus, which according to the opening text is Santa's evil twin that lies deep within his consciousness. This happens when you're introduced to a magic potion that you can find throughout the stages. Santa turns into a demon with a blue suit, and this rockin' version of Jingle Bells plays. When you're the Anti-Claus, you're invincible. That's all well and good, but it only lasts a few seconds and you're unable to collect the presents. This is the kind of game where the story was an afterthought. In my opinion, it was a good move. Do you really care why you're running around as Santa opening presents and fighting stuff? Does it really matter that you can turn into an evil Santa Claus? I don't think so. The sole reason I wanted to play this game was because it was Christmas, and I was actually pleasantly surprised. It's a fun platformer with a holiday backdrop. I ran around as Santa, Bad Santa, opened presents, delivered presents, and fought some Christmas-themed enemies. And by the way, these douchebags from the title screen, they're bosses.
Oh no, I'm running out of time! How am I gonna finish the game before Christmas? I'll just look a password up online. Sue me.
The end boss of the game is Mr. Weather, an angry cloud that shoots lightning at you in the sky. In order to beat him, you have to dodge his bolts and shoot your ice ball at one of the smaller clouds when it blinks. The cloud then sends a lightning bolt back at him. It actually took me several times to do, but after a few good shots, I got him. Now, Christmas has been saved, and all the kids around the world have received their presents. So Santa, his reindeer, and the elves may rest until next year and next Christmas. Merry Christmas to all of you. And how about backing the up, Rudolph? You're freaking me out, dick.
Like I said earlier, it's more family friendly. This soldier function, however, is far from family friendly with its intense goal. Not too many times before this did you see violence of this.
From what I can tell, the premise of the game is that violent red guys and blue guys jumping across giant discs while throwing smaller discs at enemies, or in my case, enemies, because no one